Last time on Sprigg Plays Dramatical Murder. Yesterday, I had my questions about Clear, that maybe he wasn't human, but then I thought that it was fine either way, really. And here we go. Clear's song relaxed me, so I was able to watch news about Toei on the TV without feeling anything. But everything shown on the TV was completely new to me. I'd never seen or heard about any of it. Wow, there's so many channels. You're right. Right before I turn off the television, I hear a strange noise. On the screen is a program advertising Platinum Jail. Suddenly, my vision started to sway. Unable to control my body, I grip onto the back of the sofa. Master, are you alright? What's wrong? My head. My head hurts. Feels like it's tearing apart. My vision blurs almost completely, and soon enough I can't open my eyes anymore. I feel sick. Oh, this song? Clear turns off the TV, as if he's noticed something. Are you alright, Master? Please rest for now, okay? I grind my teeth to the aching pain in my head, and a cold sweat runs down my body. Clear helps me lie down on the sofa. The blood rushing to my head makes it feel like it's going to burst. Ow! And that song, that was grand music. Grand. The sound sinks into the human brain and literally dyes it. What's all that about? Normal humans can't notice grand music, and before they know it, their brains are dyed. What do you mean by dying? The sound has a will of its own, and it will force people to submit. Toei's work? Yes. However, Master, you have a special power. It is like your body is rejecting the will of grand music. I can't believe something like that is coming from the TV. Grand music, that sounds... I wonder if that's just because, that's one of those words that there isn't an English equivalent to. Toei must have many other traps that everyone is caught in. The music can't be the only one. If no normal human can notice it, they might as well all be Toei's puppets. But I realize another thing. Why do you know so much? Good question. That's... Clear hesitates to say anything else. Why do I? I'm not quite sure myself. It just came out of my mouth. Yeah? I'll believe that. Not at all. Oh, Grandpa must have told me. That makes me wonder what kind of person Clear's grandpa was like, but I don't see any hint of dishonesty in Clear's face. Without anything else, I once again try to breathe and concentrate on ignoring my unstoppable headaches. Ow, shit, it still fucking hurts. Oh, the music utilizes your sense of hearing, so the effects may still be wearing off. I'll do what I can to make you feel better quickly, Master. Close your eyes and please enjoy. I close my eyes as he says, takes a deep breath and relax my body. Then, the faint sound of a song reaches my ears. Clear is singing. Comforts me as if I'm a baby, with his calm and sweet melody. As I listen, the pain gradually leaves my head. Soon I feel better, and I fall into a dreamlike state. Clear's voice is so beautiful. As I drowsily think about him, I putter into a small sleep. What? When I open my eyes, I jerk up from the sofa. How long was I out for? When I look at my coil, I see that not even 15 minutes has passed. I feel a little relieved. My headache was completely gone, most likely due to Clear's song. Right, where is Clear? I don't see him anywhere. Ren either. Are they on the first floor? I get up off the couch and hear the sound of voices coming from downstairs. Why is it that you don't call Master, Master? What do you mean? I peek down from under the handrail. It's Clear and Ren. Those two. A person and a dog speaking to each other. A robot dog, admittedly. Aren't you Master's all-mate? Then he's your master because you're his possession. That's true. Then why don't you call him Master? I may not be answering your question, but Alba is Alba. There's no real reason to call him Master. Is that so? And then you're addressing Master as your equal. But that's not how it should be.
In that case, it's not I, but rather Alba, who decides. I just follow what he asks of me.
Is that so? I don't think that's a valid point.
Alba's name is Alba.
But Master is your master. I feel like their conversation has taken a rather sour turn. I guess it's because Clear is trying to justify his reasons for calling me Master. But then, I guess that means I'm just as good as anyone else to him. Well, I call Hagasan boss, so Clear calling me Master is a bit understandable. What, he works for you? Their dispute continues downstairs. Seeing how they'll never reach a settlement, I go downstairs to the first floor. What kind of stupid things are you guys talking about? Master!
Alba.
Were you listening to our conversation? Well, more like I didn't have a choice but to. Then, what do you think, Master? Whether Ren-san and I should call you Master or not? I think you can do whatever you want, really. Whatever I want? What do you mean? Well, you can call me as Master if you want to, but I'd rather be called by my own name, though. Is that it? And, by the way, would you call anyone other than me Master? That's... Clear freezes up when he thinks about it. That's true. Although I've never thought of calling anyone Master other than you in the first place. But, if that situation were to appear, I would call them Master. So, that's how it is. Did I say something odd? No, see, all I'm talking about is me. But isn't my name Alba? Yes. Well, you can call just about anyone Master. And you could say that makes me feel kind of lonely. Lonely? Yeah, but, like, don't sweat it. You've always been thinking about me anyway. Of course. Just the thought is enough. Now, let's get ready to head out, okay? Alright. Clear goes up the stairs, his head tilted to show how he doesn't exactly consent. I want to interrupt him, but I decide to let it go. Clear should loosen up. I pick up Ren and go back upstairs to the second floor to prepare. When I leave the room after preparing, I hear sounds coming from the first floor. What? That Ren's little paws. I peek outside the door. Ren runs through the gap and then returns inside.
Alba, seems like Clear went outside.
Eh? I pick up Ren and put him in my bag. Then I leave my room. I peek into Clear's room. No one's there. What's he up to? Now feeling slightly annoyed, I go down the staircase and leave Glitter. Where did he go? In a single moment, the smell of moisture floods into my nostrils. I guess it must be raining.
I hear a sound coming from the other side.
Ren pops out of my bag, his ears twitching. I head down an alleyway to the side of Glitter. When I enter the alley, I start running down the narrow path. Looking around each corner, I finally come to a stop when I look to my left. When I enter the isolated alleyway, I see a figure with silver hair standing around. Is it Clear? I thought correctly, but he isn't alone. There are 3 people of equal height. One stands with his back to me, while the other 2 stand on the other side of him. When I see the faces of the 2 standing on the other side, I think my eyes are playing tricks on me. Because there was something... There was a scene, where Alba saw someone who he thought was Clear, when Clear had called them to go to the tower and it turned out to be not Oval Tower. It turned out to be some shopping center instead. Maybe this is related to that. Okay. I know both of their faces. Yeah, you do. They look exactly the same as Clear, except they're wearing different clothes than him. What's going on? He must have heard my voice because the figure with his back to me turned around. He's also Clear. When that Clear sees my face, his own goes ghost white. Master, 3 of them all have the same face? When the confusion shows in my expression, the 2 others start to grin. Did you hear that? He just called him Master. So that's him. The 2 other Clears chuckle. Master, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to involve you. The clear nearest to me looks down with an apologetic tone. When I see his face, I know that he's the real one. Oh, because of the moles? Or freckles? His expressions and mannerisms, and most of all the 2 moles on his chin are proof. Then who are those 2 smiling over there? Hey, get it together and open your eyes already. One of the 2 places his hand on his hips in discontent. I already told you earlier, that's not your master. Our master is Toei. Toei? My body tenses up from hearing the name so suddenly. Clear makes an intense scowl and glares at the 2 others. That's wrong. Only this person is my master. Only Alba-san. Heh, he's completely broken. The 2 clears exchange glances and shrug their shoulders, then look at me this time. Look, we need to collect and repair the broken ones. But first, I want to test out something. I should just dye that human's little brain and get it over with. No, I won't let you. Oh, stop that and stay quiet. One of them takes a step towards me. He opens up his mouth and takes a deep breath that reaches the bellows of his chest. Stop! As the real Clear screams out, the other one begins to sing. It's a frightening tune. His sharp voice and scale pierce through my eardrums. Shit! Not this again. It's the same song from on TV. My headache comes back and I'm down to my knees. The sound swells in my ears, getting louder and louder from both the left and the right. I feel so sick and dizzy. Master? Alba. In no time, I'm writhing on the ground. The sharp melody feels like it's cutting my brain to pieces. Stop singing that song right now! As he watches me writhe in pain, the other Clear wears nothing but a happy look on his face. Ren desperately pulls on my clothes with his little teeth, trying to keep me conscious. But their singing voices ring like overpowering bells in my ears, and I can't think straight anymore. Seems like a good time for Destroy Boy to come out and play. This is grand music.
Alba, don't give up.
I hear the sound of someone stomping the ground, and the air stirs. When I strain my eyes, I see Clear running forward. Damn. He pushes away the singing one, and the song stops. I mean, that's one way to solve the problem. Good job, Clear. What? That wasn't my imagination just now, was it? Sparks just flew out of Clear's arm. Yeah. My, you've really done it now. The one that was singing shrugs his shoulders and lets out a disappointed sigh. Thankfully, I was able to hold on to my consciousness because the singing had stopped. Clear holds on to one of his arms, staggering backwards. Clear?
Alba.
I get up, pressing onto Ren's back for support, and run up to Clear. I take Clear as he unsteadily wobbles around and prop him up with both of my hands. The right arm of his coat is burnt and ripped. I really wasn't imagining those sparks. Clear, are you okay? Master, I'm sorry. I'm fine. Hey you, do you know what you just did? Clear's eyes warp with intense fury. I'm sure you realize what happened to your body without me even telling you. What are you gonna do, now that you can't stop it? You're really stupid. It doesn't matter because I was able to save Master from your song. Idiot, you're completely broken. It'd be bad if you try that again. He laughs with something like his singing voice and goes back to the side of the other Clear. Well, there's no reason to collect and repair you now, so we'll be leaving. We'll definitely dye the brain of your fake master over there when the event opens. Event? The event Granny talked about. They're going to use grand music there? What other things will they do? Once all of you humans are dyed, you'll be our servants. I'm looking forward to it. Hey, wait! The 2 Clears with the same face glance over before unhurriedly running out of the alleyway.
Alba, do we go after them?
No, it's fine. They disappear in the blink of an eye, and I look over to Clear. Clear is covering up his wounded arm and looks at me with a complicated expression on his face. I look at his arm and something startles me. There's something dripping from his fingertips. It's blood. I reach out my hand, but Clear pulls away from me. Shit. I have no idea. I mean, I guess the first one respects his wishes. The second one shows more concern. Fuck it. Grab him anyway. I'm surprised that he avoids me, but I still grab onto his arm. Hey! I'm sorry. I'm alright now. No, you're not okay. Your face looks awful, and you can't even stand up straight. Ugh. Clear. Clear holds onto his arm and sullenly looks at his feet. The air around us becomes even more wet, and water droplets start to fall into my head. I'm sorry. I didn't want to get you involved, Master. Clear's voice is weak, and the sound of the water falling overpowers it. Who are those guys back there? They had the same face as you. There. Clear hesitates, and then goes silent. The sound of the rain gradually grows louder and louder. Master, you must have realized it by now. That I'm not human. I'm a man-made artificial being. I'm a prototype with my own serial number, so that's why those two are like me. I thought before that Clear may have not been human, and when sparks flew out of his arm, that only proved it more, but it feels strange when he himself says it. We are products of Toei's research, so they were correct when they said that Toei is our master, but still. Surely you know about Toei's research. We were created in order to control people, one of them saying with their grand music power. It's our main ability. The nature of your special voice has the same properties as well, Master. However, we're man-made. Then, your song is also... Yes, but my song counteracts against their grand music. Of course, I can also sing grand music as well. It must be hard to believe me. Clear sadly averts his gaze. Raindrops hit his face and run down his cheeks. The cold rain turns into a downpour and my skin turns cold. So, you were always keeping quiet about this? No. You may not believe what I'm about to say, but I had forgotten. Or rather, I never just had any questions about it. I had never thought about it seriously. But when those two called out to me, I recognized them right away. We exist as the same thing. We were developed as weapons for our masters. I might even have been a spy, but I've never been suspicious of someone keeping surveillance on me. But I will tell you what I honestly think because I want to face you and tell you the entire truth. Water drips down from his hair, and then Clear looks at me again. His determined eyes shine in the gloomy atmosphere. I recognized you as my master because of that voice. It's the same voice as Toei's. A voice that has the power to control people. Now that is some interesting information. Whatever's up with Aoba is up with Toei as well. Cool. Both our existence and Toei's voice come from artificial means. You are different. Okay, scratch that thing I just said because Toei and Aoba are not the same. Whatever. Okay, never mind. It's strange. Is Master a human that holds the same power as us, different? Or are we the same? Whenever I had questions for you, you would answer them. You told me things that I never knew. You answer to things I wonder about. It's the same thing that Grandpa did as he raised me. When I came to learn things, I felt my eyes light up, and I wanted to listen more. I wanted to be together more. And that's why I think this way. Master is a human, while I'm artificial. And the feelings of wanting to stay together with you weren't lies. I don't know if Toei is my true master, however. Only you could possibly be my master. Even though I've only realized all of this now, my feelings won't change. Those two did say that I was broken, but that's fine with me. That's why I won't deceive you anymore. From now on, of course. I want you to at least believe in that. The sound of the rain sounds more miserable with his last words. My chest hurts, and I grab at my jacket over it. It is definitely a shock that Clear is something made by Toei. I think of how Clear might have been lying to me the entire time, and I doubt his words. But In my heart, I don't believe that Clear is lying at all. I've never seen Clear as something artificial. The figure being drenched by rain with an eager look on his face looks exactly like a human to me. Clear, you're such a baka. Master? Do you really think I'm that heartless? Clear bites his lip in a frown. He then rummages into his pockets and quickly pulls something out. The thing he pulls out is an umbrella. Whoa. Oh, you'll catch a cold in the rain, Master. It's so like Clear to do something so out of the blue like this. And I let out a small laugh. Even now, he's still concerned for me as ever. He holds out his umbrella closer to me. This is the same old Clear I know so well. I'm so happy that you're my master. Thank you so much. You're just exaggerating. They're only my true feelings. It's kind of embarrassing how you can say that so bluntly. Oh, that's right. Looking as if he just remembered something, Clear rummages around in his pockets again. Oh, the mask, the mask. He takes his gas mask out of his pocket. Seriously, how big are those pockets? It surprises me to see the kinds of things he can stuff into his pockets. And Clear stares straight at my face. Master, no. Clear avoids meeting my eyes and stumbles over his words. What's up? I remembered one thing I wanted to ask of you. Is that alright? Sure. I called you by your name before, but... Huh? He did. When he was talking with those two... Maybe? Yeah, he did. Didn't he call out his name? It was already a strange situation, so I didn't notice. Well, could I call you by that name once more? Not Master, but your name. No, please let me call you by your name. What he says reminds me of the conversation between Ren and Clear back at Glitter. Clear said it was natural to call your master, Master, and he couldn't understand why Ren would call me by my name. And now, Clear says he wants to call me by my name. That's progress. Isn't this something important to him? Yeah. For him to want to call me Alba rather than Master means that... Oh, should I not? Of course you can. Really? Yeah. Oh, thank you very much. Clear looks straight into my eyes again and slowly moves his face towards mine. Alba-san, I love you. My eyes widen in response to his confession. What do you think you're... I'm sorry, it just came out naturally. That's just how I feel. When Clear ends his sentence, my vision turns dark. Oh, we're making all kinds of progress this episode. And then, something soft brushes against my lips. Not even a few seconds could have passed, but it felt like forever until Clear took his lip off of mine. After we separate, we both take a long breath. I just kissed you, Clear mutters in an upbeat tone. His words cause me to become extremely embarrassed. Oh, Alba. No need to be so coy. Don't say stuff like that. Oh no, is he being a little tsundere, or is it just kind of like a little protestation? Oh, I'm sorry. No, you're not. You don't need to apologize. Oh, alright. We both speak in a low volume, and I can't manage to look up. That kiss surprised me, but Clear's confession surprised me even more. Hey, can I ask you something too? Yes? When you said you liked me, what did you mean by that? Actually, I believe he said he loved you. I meant... Clear stops talking halfway and looks down to me. I meant you're someone very precious to me. As your master? That too, but also as Alba-san, the person. I mean it just as much. You're a person I want to protect. A person I don't want to lose. Someone irreplaceable. Someone I always want to be with. I feel all those things for you. Is that so? I become even more embarrassed. Clear's love takes me back. But both his I love you and his calling me by my name has serious importance. I honestly don't know how I feel about Clear yet. But when he kissed me and told me he loved me, I didn't hate it. I composed myself and stroked Clear's hair as he looks at me anxiously. Thanks. When I say that, Clear's eyes close a little, and he grins happily. The pleasure is mine. Just staying by your side makes me happy. Thank you so much. Huh. His honest words make my chest hurt. Clear never did anything extravagant. He only told me his true feelings, how he loves me, and that somehow pierces my heart. I want to respond to him, but I'm not really sure about my feelings, so I can't give him a definite answer. So instead of using words, I answer him with a hug. Clear tenses up a bit, but soon shyly leans on me. As I hug him, our bodies close. I can feel the temperature rising. His warmth is no different from a human's. Doesn't matter if he's a machine. I hold Clear especially tight, and then let go. Little by little, the rain grows weaker. It looks like it's okay now. Clear closes the umbrella. Looks like it. The atmosphere feels a bit awkward, and we both stare at the ground. My ringtone from my coil sounds. It's a message. Invitation. An invitation? The showy message has the word invitation written on it. Yes, it does. It's inviting me to the Oval Tower. Oh, the plot thickens. An invitation to the tower? Oh, it must be Toei's trap. Clear's expression turns serious. They must have made their report about me earlier.
Alba, are you going to go?
Just like Clear said, this is probably a trap. If those two were the same as Clear, there's a chance they know about my voice. Probably more than a chance, buddy. I'm sure that Toei knows that I'm able to use scrap, but he may even know more if he's inviting me directly. We need to get to Toei no matter what. Then, why don't we just step into Toei's trap? It is the efficient way. That's what Toei wants, but if we let him hold that event, then it's all over. Let's go and check it out. I don't know if it's a trap or not. It is. But it's still a chance to meet with Toei.
Understood.
Oh, Ren-san, it'll be fine. I will definitely protect Aba-san. Clear pounds his chest with utmost confidence.
That's true.
What was with that pause?
Don't worry about it.
Okay, let's go. Yes. Clear's face turns grave, and he staggers, holding his arm. It's the arm that sparked a while ago. Are you okay? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm alright. Let's go. If it gets too bad, tell me right away. I will. I'm worried about Clear's condition, but we still continue to run in the direction of the tower. Alright, before we end it here, I need to disclose something. That those of you who've been watching this series for a while probably were kind of looking forward to this episode, particularly because of this event. Clear is being revealed as a robot, and we're looking forward to getting my reaction to that, because that's a big part of why people watch these kinds of videos, is to get the person's reaction to certain events. However, I was spoiled some months ago to the fact that Clear was a robot. So if my reaction didn't seem, genuine or present, I'm sorry. It's because I already knew. I just figured I should be honest about that. Anyway, see you next time.